At its core, Mad Max is a game about the death of hope. It's about learning to find something to cling to in a pointless existence of murder and regret, and then watching it turn to ash in your hands. But that kernel of anguish is buried deep down in an adventure that demands to be explored through sheepish smiles and wide-eyed amazement as the combustive, sickening, awesome moment-to-moment gameplay of Max's warpath consumes every foot of Wasteland. Welcome to the Great White, the spit of Wasteland in which we find Max stripped of his car and means of escaping. Fortunately, the dejected mechanic Chumbucket sees Max as the ordained prophet of his pseudo-religion, sent to help build and drive the magnum opus, the greatest vehicle the Wasteland will ever know. Though it's an engaging premise, most of the traditional storytelling disappears until the near end, when it ultimately succeeds. I had a genuine reaction to Max's tale, but I wish more of it had been told throughout my 30 to 40 hour playtime. Until that climax, the striking atmosphere and ugly beauty of the world carries the tone. Despite graphical quirks and an unsteady frame rate, the Wasteland is alive with personality and indifference, and it may be the true star of Mad Max. The layers of excellent systems behind Mad Max's gameplay are what really drive the moment-to-moment experience forward. Its incredibly deep progression mechanisms urge you to complete an exhaustive list of challenges to increase your rank and base attributes. You'll also collect scrap, the Wasteland's currency, to upgrade individual pieces of armor, weapons, tools, combat moves, and even Max's look. And that's all just Max. The same attention is offered to the magnum opus, which you'll literally build from scrap by purchasing things like nitro boosters, a harpoon, explosive javelins, spikes, armor, tires, and even side-mounted flame cannons. You are always earning something that directly changes your experience, and it's incredibly rewarding. There's also plenty to do as you explore this violent husk of a world, leaving your tread marks on its scorched earth. In the lengthy process of wresting control of the Wasteland from its brutal, established warlords, you'll destroy their refineries, you'll kill their top dogs, burn their fuel depots, and topple their gruesome intimidation totems. All of these activities are great, and engaging in their own right, but they begin to suffer from diminishing returns as their rinse-repeat nature sinks in down the stretch. Mad Max's combat is the great promise at each of these destinations. Both behind the wheel and on foot, there's an exciting flourish that comes with murdering the roaming warbands of the Great White. Melee combat is an instantly recognizable, absolutely brutal dance of attacks and timed counters, while some added depth can be found in the addition of weapons, executions, chain attacks, and Fury Mode, Max's bloodlust that turns him into a one-man wrecking crew. Vehicle combat is a high-speed gnashing of metal and the best part of Mad Max's overflowing action. Ramming and sideswiping, using your harpoon to pull armor, wheels, and even drivers from their enemy vehicles, or detonating exposed fuel drums with your gun blast, there's simply no shortage of creative ways to annihilate on the road. And that's necessary, as random patrols strike quickly, and the hulking convoys of wasteland machines that snake through dirt roads are challenging, but well worth the effort to take down. And there's so much left to see and discover, like collecting dozens of other wasteland vehicles, building supercar variants of the Opus, competing in death races, and collecting historical artifacts from the world before. Even after so much time in the world of Mad Max, I know I'm nowhere near done in the Great White. Mad Max is a juxtaposition of exciting, thrilling fun, set in a world of disgusting, primal depravity, like a singing telegram informing you of a death in the family, or an ice cream cake with your terminal test results written in frosting. It's a conflicting place of despair, a personal playground of explosive action and compulsive, unending progression that I can't wait to get back to, and one hell of a ride. For more on Mad Max, stick with IGN.